Now going on to the business blunder of the day, you have Dish Network stock at a 25-year low as they have their Q3 troubles and layoffs are announced. Now, this is specifically, Dish said that they were going to lay off more than 500 employees at their Colorado and Inglewood headquarters and the Littleton campus. And then the company specifically noted that the, quote, changing business demands were the layoffs, unquote. And it looks like a local economics professor know that Dish Network and DirecTV are making less money, so demand for these cable companies is going down. It looks like the provider reported for their Q3 results, they reported a $3.7 billion in revenue for Q3 2023, but that's down from $4.1 billion in 2022 Q3. When asked for comment, spokesperson for Dish Network said, quote, like most businesses, we continue to evaluate and make adjustments to ensure that we're set up for long-term success. We made the difficult decision to part ways with some team members due to the changing business demands on some teams. Impacted employees will be notified by the end of the week, unquote. Yes. Now, interesting enough, let's pull up that stock really quick here. Again, this fluctuates on every 2 minutes or every second realistically, but yeah, they're not so great. So again, right now it's about the price of a cup of coffee for a share at $3.46 per share. And interestingly enough, looks like the 52-week high was $17.49 per share. That is not so great. And it looks like the 52-week low, again, the article was written a little while ago, is $3.21 per share. So if you look at the 5-year trend, so Google Finance is pretty nice about having all these. You got the 5-year trend, the 1-year trend, the year-to-date trend, the 6-month, the 1-month, the 5-day. The 5-year stock is down 89.36%. So they started off about $32.48 per share. This is November 16, 2018. That's not so good. The past 1 year, so the 12 months, is down at 79.05%. Year to date, they're down 75.5%. The past 6 months, it's gone down 47.41%. And this past month, it went down 30.34%. And specifically, over the course of a couple days, it went down 37.34%. Presumably, that was after the Q3 results were announced. The 5-day trend is down 0.72%. So a lot of ups and downs and variables the past couple of days. And again, as you have consumers shifting in preference in terms of how do they ingest data, or in this case, how do they ingest entertainment and how do they consume entertainment. I mean, the shift has been huge the past couple of years, especially. Anecdotally speaking, I think I've seen one dish mounted to a roof in the past 12 months, just driving around Texas. And don't get me wrong, they still have their use cases and they still have a lot of people who like them. They're still making billions of dollars, but the trend is continuing to go down as more and more people are cutting the cord. I mean, just like home phones. I mean, it used to be back in the day, 90s, every house has a house phone, a line just for the house. I mean, now when I moved into this rental, I didn't even think about getting a landline or a house phone. The only thing I cared about was having fiber internet, partially for the YouTube uploads for the show and my work. So it's one of those things where consumers are shifting, and pretty much everyone is these days just getting all their information, as the youth would tune in to the Netflix, the Hulu, and whatever other streaming apps there are, because there's so many. They're just going on their favorite browser, and in some cases just downloading the app. So it'll be interesting to see. Let me know, do you know anyone who's bought a dish? And I know they do more than one thing in terms of Dish Network, but my old experience in terms of how I think of the company, I always think of the actual physical dish you see. And I know DirecTV is part of their portfolio as well. Let me know, do you think this trend is going to turn around anytime soon? But again, having that revenue drop so much, having to lay off all those employees, that's got to be the business blunder of the day. Thank you everyone again for taking the time to tune in today. Again, trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of November. So if you could click that button, I would greatly appreciate it. Also, if you have any other comments on how we can make the show better, I appreciate the feedback if you put them in the bottom of every video, or you can send me a message on YouTube, or if you hit me up on the Twitter as 18 People Call It the X at The Topping Show. Also, and lastly, don't forget to take time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone to stay safe and fight the good fight.